joining me today. We will be making gluten-free chocolate almond butter cupcakes. And I'm not much of a cake fan, but I just love the chocolate and almond butter together. So let's get started. We're going to take a mixing bowl and we're going to add to it 1 cup of almond meal, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, and an 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And we'll just take a fork and whisk these together. All right, our mixture is all mixed. And we're just going to set this aside and then take another bowl that you can place over some simmering water. I have about 1 inch of water in my pan and there's bubbles on the bottom. It's every now and then one rises to the top. But this is a heat-proof bowl and I have in it 1 cup of chocolate chips. My chocolate chips are stevia sweetened. But you can use whatever chocolate chips you prefer. And to our chocolate chip mixture, we will add a half a cup of coconut milk, and 1 tablespoon of sweetener. I am using monk fruit. You may choose to use coconut sugar, which is a great alternative if you're not looking to keep your sugar levels low. You could also use maple syrup or honey, but 1 tablespoon of your sweetener. And then you're just going to take a spatula and stir this mixture until it melts. And then when it melts, we will remove it from the heat and continue with our recipe. Okay, the mixture seems to be melted nice. We're going to remove it from the heat and turn off your burner. And you can see it's nice and melted and the chocolate chips are no longer present. And so to this we are now going to add a scant half cup of avocado oil and just stir that in. Our oil has been added to the chocolate, and if this is cool enough, you can now add the remaining ingredients. If not, you want to let it sit and cool slightly. And mine still feels a little warm, so I am going to just set it aside and let it cool down just a little bit, just so that when I add the eggs, we're not cooking the eggs. All right, our chocolate mixture has cooled now, so we are going to add to this 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 large eggs. And you're just going to fold the eggs and vanilla into the chocolate mixture. You don't want to over stir it. All right, so you can see the eggs are mixed into the chocolate mixture. Now we will add our dry ingredients to the chocolate mixture. Fold them in, or if you'd like, you could use a whisk. I like to just fold them in gently. All right, my mixture is all set and ready to go in my muffin molds. So I have a 12-cup muffin pan lined with parchment muffin liners, and we're just going to fill the muffin cups about 1/2 to 2/3 full. Like so. And once these are done, I will flip the camera around and let you take a look. So they're ready to go in the oven. We have a preheated 350-degree oven. We'll put them in for about 20 to 25 minutes and then take a peek. It 10-20 minutes. So let's take a peek and see if we can put a toothpick in the center of our cupcakes and have it removed clean. Oh, lovely. Let's try one more. Very nice indeed. So we will let these cool about 5 or 10 minutes in the muffin tin, and then I will remove them and let them cool. And we'll come back with the frosting and some special garnish. So now let us work on making some almond butter cups to top the cupcakes with. We want to start with 2 cups of chocolate chips and use a double boiler, or in my case I'm using a bowl with a pan of water. And just like for the cupcakes themselves, I have bubbles on the bottom of the pan. There's about an inch of water there, and every now and then a bubble is rising to the top. So I'm just going to set the bowl there and stir, and every so often while the chocolate chips melt. And while you're waiting, you could line a muffin, 12-cup muffin pan with muffin liners and set that aside. And then when this is melted, we're going to move some of the chocolate into the muffin pan. So I'll catch you as soon as this is melted. Our chocolate is nice and melted now. There's no lumps, and we're going to shut off the burner and remove it from the heat. And I'm just going to take a spoon and put a spoonful of chocolate in the bottom of the muffin liner, and we're gonna pull it up the sides a little bit. You could swirl it or use the spoon. You want it to be in the bottom and maybe about a third of the way up the muffin liner. And you're putting, I'm just using a regular teaspoon from the silverware drawer, and it was full. So there's your muffin liner. And I'm going to continue on with all 12 of these, and then I will bring the camera around so you can see what it looks like. After the chocolate is in your muffin liners, we're going to put the pan in the freezer or the refrigerator to set the chocolate so that we can add the almond butter filling. So I'm going to put this in my freezer for 15 minutes, and while that is chilling, we'll work on the filling and the frosting for the cupcakes. While the chocolate is chilling for the almond butter cups, we are going to make the center as well as the frosting for the chocolate cupcakes. We're going to start with 2 cups of almond butter, and my almond butter is not sweetened. It is just the almonds ground up. That's it. To this, we are going to add a 1/4 cup of ghee. I like to use the ghee rather than butter. It's already kind of soft and at room temperature, and it just gives it the flavor that you're kind of looking for. We're going to then add a 1/4 cup of the powdered monk fruit, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And then we'll just take our beater and put it in and turn on the mixer. Mix it all together just till it's smooth and creamy. So our frosting and almond butter center is done. Doesn't that look yummy? I could just grab a spoon and eat it just like that. Okay, you will use half of this to put in your almond butter cups, and you will use the other half to frost your cupcakes. So let me grab the cupcakes and we will frost them up. Chocolate's been in the freezer for 15 minutes. See that? Nice and hard. And now we're going to take a spoonful of the almond butter center, the stuff that we just used to frost the cupcakes, and just put it in there and spread it from side to side. And go ahead and finish all 12. And then you're going to top with some more chocolate and then throw it back in the freezer to set. So I will do a couple of pictures for you to see what it looks like. And if you need to remelt your chocolate, go ahead and do so. I put mine back on top of the double boiler, but it's not on, just the warm water keeping it warm. And that's it. And then we'll come back and see what to do next. Now the filling's in the peanut butter cup and then topped with the rest of the chocolate. You saw what it looked like. I'm going to plop it back in the freezer for another 15 minutes or so till they're firm and chilled, and then we'll take them out and add them to our cupcakes. So the almond butter cups have chilled in the freezer. It's been about 20 minutes. They seem to be firm and ready, so I'm just going to take one and pop it out of the muffin liner. And I'm going to take a knife and quarter the almond butter cup. And then I'm just going to take a quarter and stick it on my cupcake. And then I'm going to eat it. Yum. I hope you enjoy your almond butter chocolate cupcakes, gluten-free. And mine are sugar-free. And I choose to make everything from scratch so that I can control what goes in it. Sure, you could buy some almond butter cups at the store, but they wouldn't be the way I would like them. So try them, and if not, go ahead and buy some. But I hope you enjoy your cupcakes. Have a great day.